Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 15 lining, 15 lining. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Bullet high. Yo, Mike 40, Mike 40. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky going top shelf. That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And again this time to the tailback. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try to left side. Jefferson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Blue. Off the screen, off the screen. Check it back.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Kill. What? Hurry. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do.
Here's 2nd and 8. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Chad Hutch. 10 Lobo. Been a long day for you. Echo. Tight end right. We got 4.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe Super toe.
On second down now, Jefferson. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, Orbit.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And James has it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. For the catch made by Johnson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
That's going to be a nice 7. Let's go.
Back to throw here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
That's the score. Vikings 7, Lions 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got an open man, it's Ratley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
15, check my 15. Bravo. 15.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Tight end right. Three down.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up third down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yep, change the mark, boy. 52. Don't get nervous. Ready.
Back to throw. He's looking for Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day, baby. All day, baby.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the run, watch the run. New Mike, 52.
Second and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 6. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And this is caught, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Hey, alert. Switch up. Hey, Mike 50. Hey, Foxtrot. Go. Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, Trubisky steps away to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 43. Watch safety 3. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. That's a gain of 7.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check 52. Check 52's the most. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And Diggs has it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Push him back.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go,
the Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
You think you gonna get this? Jim.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
My 52. Come on, D. Ready, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows them to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Hey, 18. Red, touch.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Lock in.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Echo. Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, there go.
They'll set up a throw. And a catch made by Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Set. 70 in. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Bro, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Madison. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Six, pull it high. Alert. Hey, seam six. I'm coming for you, son. Mike, ran. Eat.
Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the